Gab es bestimmte deutsche Traditionen oder Feste in Ihrer Familie?
Yes, that's so well. We can almost look at it as a holiday. That started because when those Germans came over here, that was in the 1940s. The biggest part of the Germans, that was at the revolution, the 1848 revolution in Europe. That's when most of them, and so many of them were on the wrong side of the revolution. And then they were educated people that didn't know how to farm. And there's no there they had serfs when they worked for them. But when they come out here to Cat Spring, they had a cackle living out of the land. And they didn't know how to farm. They didn't really know how to do it. So that's how this organization got started. That they had some people that could learn together at farm. And that's what started these organizations.
If you say anti-pork, that would take people that won't keep that heavy.
And so that was one of the traditions. And, then the June feast, every year since, I don't know how many years ago, they started every June. They had to celebrate. They could still going on. And that started probably 1856.
Wow. Wurde Ihre Kirche auf Deutsch gepredigt?
No, wir haben meine Vater und Mutter aus am Allen gesprochen, dass sie haben ein deutsches Schiff bekommen. Wir haben nie Deutsch gesprochen hier in meinem Leben. Aber ich kann mich erinnern, wenn wir hatten ein Pastor, was hier gekommen ist, der hat etwas Deutsch gesprochen, when he made a sermon or something, like he's spoken in German in between times. So, no, we never did have a German-speaking church that had for that, yes.
Wo sind Sie zur Schule gegangen und wurde dort Deutsch gesprochen?
Ich bin in 1943 habe ich angefangen mit Catchback und dann bin ich am durch die 6. Klasse gehabt. Und dann bin ich nach Chile gegangen. Und bin graduated in 1955.
Wann haben Sie gemerkt, dass immer weniger Leute Deutsch sprechen?
Well, eigentlich weiß nicht. Aufwachsen, jeder hat irgendwelche Dockens. Und dann, ich denke, wenn auf die kleine Store in Cat Spring, wo die große Supermarkets und stuff angefangen sind, dass die konnten die Steuer so viel weniger kaufen. Und dann haben wir dieses Store nicht mehr so supported. But that, going to Belleville or Sealy or something like that, there was more and more English spoken. So I could see the drift going the other way. I can remember going to these meetings and stuff like that here when I was a kid. That they spoke German, and then soon afterward they would start getting more and more English. It's just very little of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's in post office, and my postmaster spoke a lot of German. If somebody came in that German, they'd speak to him. But actually, they retired. You just speak German at the post office. Wir hergezogen sind. Wir sind rumgefahren und ich weiß gar nicht. Jemand hat uns erzählt von der deutschen Community in Sebi.
Deutsche Society.
Und die haben einmal im Monat ein Treffen gehabt. Lass mich hin. Ja, ich war 28 und dann 60 Jahre und älter. Aber denen hat es gefallen. Denen hat es richtig gefallen. Oh, du kommst aus Deutschland. Oh, du hast Kinder und Ehemann. Die alle sprechen Deutsch. Oh, das ist so schön.
There was a German society, isn't it?
Yeah.
They had, no?
Yeah, I spoke with several times, like German people.
Ja, die haben dann manchmal Ausflug gemacht zu den Bellwood Castle, Maschinen oder so, die Ice Cream in Brenham, die war das shit. So dann, wir konnten nichts mehr hingehen, Kinder haben dann die Schule angefangen und alles war neu für mich. Und er ist dann auf die Arbeit gegangen, ich hatte noch keinen Führerschein hier. Und dann, wir dachten die Woche, wo wir Zeit hatten, wir hatten einen Stepper sein.
Oh man, ja.
Wie hat sich das Deutsche in Ihrem Leben verändert?
Well, I think, wenn Leute hierher kommen von Deutschland jetzt, oder? Meine Frau war Mail-Carry. When at the post office, so oft, wenn Leute hierher kommen von Deutschland, oder? Die haben sie da gestoppt im Post Office. Und die Deutsch, was die da sprechen, dann ist so anders wie was wir sprechen. Und the University of Texas hat gone as they want to preserve the Texas German. That's sort of because it's so much different thing. With the dialect is so different in German, that's spoken in German. So anyway, several times now they had asked the coalition guy then give us a sentence in English, and we'd have to translate it in German. Yeah, that and they record that and they try to find out how to preserve that Texas German.
Yeah.
But it's just they're afraid it's a dying language because there's so few people speaking it.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a funny story. The same guy that's Devani's professor, David Hobart, have you met him? Wonderful guy. He's part of that Texas German deal that he's professor at the University from Germany. Anyway, read and correspond. He tells stuff like that. In fact, he's the one that got on top of Devani into this here. But anyway, he wanted to know if I knew of any black people who spoke German. Years ago when I was a kid. So anyway, I said, yeah, I knew some. I knew Shorty Cooper, who used to work at the Suez Oxley Company. And then there was a black family lived here, and his name was John Reese, and he could speak German. And then, that just got it started. So anyway, he dove into that time, and he wrote a big, long report on it. And that's one funny story that I need to tell y'all. See, my mama was very fluent in German, and there was this old he was old blacksmith in Catspring in English, Herman Brazicki. And, robust guy, and he had to go to a doctor in Brenham all the time. And he was no longer, didn't want to drive anymore, couldn't drive anymore. So my mama used to always take him. And he always made his appointment on a certain day because at one restaurant and Brenham had fish that he liked to eat. So anyway, they drove up there and he got his doctor appointment. He got through and he went over there to eat some fish. Suddenly, they was walking down the sidewalk and there come this big, fat, black lady come walking down the sidewalk and look. Well, Mr. Brezicki looked at my mama's name was Emma. Said, Emma, cook the brood. Die is vet genoeg zo vlak. That black lady said, Nick Gans.
Oh. He was caught, dude. He got red in the face.
Gab es Zeiten, in denen Sie sich geschämt haben, Deutsch zu sprechen?
Nee. Was du da immer stolz zu sein, aber wirklich, dass ich so ein Deutsch, sie mein Name, Galatschen in Leute am Wasser haben zusammengeschickt. Portrait, some matchup. But all my ancestors in German and German Russian, which one? I'm not a Slavic background here in Switzerland, but then I was a German Switzerland and Church. So everything that that was German to my grandma, one of my grandmas was Kingley. And another one was Wurtchen, that's Germany. That's that. Amsterdam, that was New Switzerland. Then I had and my granddaughters wanted to know their grandma is trying. They went to South America, but those was my kids too. But anyway, they wanted to know what kind of bloodline they got, so they wanted me to say I did it. 23andMe or whatever I do. For what? I see. I'm something like 77% Western European. And then there's a little bit of French, and I can't understand that. But then I guess maybe some of those people might have been in Alsace-Lorraine or something like that.
Yeah, going on the border.
So I don't know. And I don't know what else, sure. But anyway, yeah, but mostly Western German. I mean, Western European. It could be German, that's too.
Yeah.